What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Simply P back again with another video. So today I wanted to review my car, show you guys my car, and also talk about the things that I like and I don't like about it, and why this is, this car is the right car for me. So here is, So here is my BMW 750i X-Drive. Man, I love this car. It's the biggest flagship sedan that BMW has. It is, powerful car, but not only powerful, but very fast. One thing that's very, very good about this car and that I need because I'm in Minnesota is the winter. I need a car that can sustain and last in the winter and to be able to, help me make it through because the winters here in Minnesota are very brutal. But as you can see, the one thing I really like about this car is it's kind of got the best of both worlds. When we talk about like a business look to it, you think of BMW, it has a persona to it. So it has a business look, but it also has that flair to it too, with it being black on black. I got the 19-inch Asante rims, so it is just phenomenal. Before I had the 21-inch BMW rims, the stock rims, but I was having a lot of problems with hitting potholes and tires and stuff. So I think the Asante rims are much better. I got the all-season tires on there. And of course in the winter you got to get the winter tires. But all in all, man, this car is a phenomenal car. Very spacious. I got a whole bunch of trunk room. So I haven't really had that much trunk room and this much space in any car that I've ever had. I've always drove, four-door coupes, Audi. I had an Audi A7, I had a Maserati, different cars like that. So I've never had a true sedan. I've had a couple Jeeps and trucks, but never a sedan. And so I really like this car. So come on, let's take a look at the inside and I can show you, another big bonus of this car and why I really like it. It has a lot of space in its back. So not only do I use the back a lot because I have a daughter and I coach two AAU girls basketball teams, but I'm one of 8 siblings, so I got a lot of brothers and sisters, and I'm always hauling kids around, little kids, my nieces and nephews. So I need something where I can fit multiple kids and, that they're comfortable. And then, having a black leather makes it so, they can't really mess nothing up in there. One thing I don't have the car on, but we have the curtains that go up and down, so that, it's a great feature. Gives it a little bit of privacy, protects, from the sun when it's too hot outside. And then the front, man, the front is very, very spacious as well. I mean, you can have 2 adults sitting in the front, 2 adults sitting in the back, and both parties can be very comfortable, And another thing I really like is the headroom in this car. The headroom in this car, of course, it got, the wood grain look. It just looks very sophisticated, a true business person car, and that's why I like it. And you can also, drive it at night and have a little flair to you on the weekends and all that. So this truly is a car that's very versatile, and that is, the best of both worlds. Make sure you show this M. Gotta show the M, baby. Yeah. Gotta make sure, this car has a lot of speed. So let's get in the car, and then we can talk more about the things that I like while we drive. All right, so now we're inside, we're gonna take a little drive, and I'm gonna talk to you guys just about why I chose this car and why it's been such a phenomenal car for me. So in the last 2 years, or year and a half, man, I done had a ton of cars. I've had Challenger RT Redline Edition. I had a monster truck. I had a Jeep Wrangler. I had RT Durango. I had an Audi A7. The car I had before this, I had a Maserati. Out of all those cars, man, this is by far, not by far, but this car is the best car, just for a couple reasons. Like I said, it gives you that best of both worlds look. It also gives you space, because look, I got a family and I'm constantly toting people around, so I need that car with space. One thing this car has that the car before this didn't have, the Maserati, is this car still says business, but it doesn't have that obnoxious, and it doesn't have that persona that goes with the Maserati. So, the real reason why I got rid of my Maserati, because I really liked that car. It was a good car. Although the interior and the gadgets and all that, not the interior, but the infotainment system and all that was kind of bad. The technology was very weak. But the real reason, you know, why I got rid of that car is, look, I'm a financial advisor. And in the finance world, when you think about your advisor, you think about it as somebody who's kind of thrifty. Obviously, they drive a nice car, but, you know, a lot of your clients, they don't want you, you know, driving up in a Lambo and a Maserati, something like that. And the swag and the vibe is totally different here where I'm at. Now, that doesn't stand for other places like Chicago, New York, LA, Miami, Atlanta. It's a totally different. Here in Minnesota, this is a conservative place. So, you know, having a BMW is safe. Having an Audi is a safe car. Having a Maserati, that's kind of like, you doing too much, or you trying to show people up. And a lot of people, because I'm young and I'm black, their first thought is, when you're going after, you know, older clients, their first thought is, you know, is he wasting his money? Are we paying him too much? Is he living beyond his means? And, you know, I can explain myself and say, look, this is in my financial plan, and I've planned for these things. I've saved avidly while I was a professional basketball player. But a lot of times you don't even have that opportunity to explain yourself. So, you know, rather than to, you know, take the risk of not being able to explain myself and have somebody jump to conclusion, I just decided to go with this car, which is much more safe. And until I build my business, when I'm 3 to 5 years in, I'm a couple years in right now, maybe a couple more years and I build my business, then I can drive any car I want, because I established myself in this financial world. And then, you know, people are not going to be looking at so much what car I drive, because you know, I've proven that I'm a good advisor. Now, that doesn't go to say that if God blesses you with something to, you know, hide it from the world or whatever, you don't have to do that, you know. But for me, in this situation, I chose to, you know, put my family, to put my business first. I needed something that was like, you know, more fitting for my current life, but still said business, but still representing me and my swag. And I think this car has the balance of both. Now, obviously, I didn't buy this car brand new, because I never buy any cars brand new. I'm gonna let somebody else take that huge depreciation, and I'm gonna buy it slightly used. So I think for anybody looking for a foreign car, because I love foreign cars, Audis, Mercedes, BMWs, those kind of cars, Bentleys, never buy them brand new, man. Let somebody else take that huge depreciation. Always buy a slightly used CPO, so you can have that warranty and you can be protected. So you don't have to have the stress of, if something goes wrong, then you don't have the money to afford to fix it, because these cars are very expensive. Just a few things that I've had with this car is, I've had a lot of tires issues. You know, I run over a small pothole in the street, I've had to have 2 or 3 of my rims replaced. I've had to get new tires, and when you got Pirelli P0s, them are $700-800 tires. So I've had all my tires replaced twice, and I've had, like I said, the rims mess up. So this car is not cheap by any means, but I bought it with a lot of equity in it, and I bought it for the right price. So it's been a phenomenal car. It's not costing me an arm and a leg, and the payment is way lower than I paid for my Maserati, and lower than I paid for my A7. So this car is a good car. You know, the thing about driving any luxury car, any, you know, premium car, you have to shop right. And so that's what I do. Like, I take my time and I really look for the kind of car that I want, and I price it out all around the nation. I don't have no problem going to fly and see a car, or fly and see it and then having it shipped. So I kind of look for the best deals. I got this car from a guy who owned the dealership, and it was all CPO, everything, and this was his car, and he took great care of it. So I know, like, if you're the owner of the dealership and you have this car, that you're gonna take great care of it. It's got all its maintenance records. So, you know, the thing I don't like, as I said, I've had so many issues with the tires, and if I drive over a pothole, then damn, I'm like bringing it into the shop. That's the thing I don't like. So that's the only negative downfall. Another thing, you know, my wife, when I had my Maserati, she was type scared to drive it. It was a nice car, but she never wanted to drive it. This car, she doesn't mind. So that, you know, that makes her feel much more comfortable. I can say, all right, you take that car, I'll take your truck. So that's it, man. I got more videos to come, but I just thought I'd just share my car. I really like this car. It's a swaggy car, and it fits my business life and my personal life. 2001. So I got future videos to come on my decisions in buying this car, how I shopped for it, how I found a car with a lot of equity in it, so I bought it under the Kelley Blue Book value of it. You know, the decisions I had was how much to put down on the car. Should I pay all cash, or should I take, you know, part of it in finance? What financial institutions give the best loans for cars? What should your credit score be? And different things. So, you know, look for them videos in the future. Until next time, it's your boy Simply P. All I can ever be is me. Thank you. And please subscribe and like and comment below and tell me, you know, what you think about this video and what you would like videos about. All right, peace.